that was very rambly of me. Today we are doing a whisper ramble of sorts, but as you can tell from the title, I am going to be specifically rambling to and talking to my friends that are going back to school. It is, well, you're going to be seeing this mid-August, I guess. So at least for college, well actually no, because in some areas of the country, kids are getting ready to go back to high school and junior high, and I personally always went back in September, but every state is different. But this can be for really anybody going back to school, but I am going to specifically talk to my friends that are going back to college or starting college. Maybe you're a freshman, because I just feel like I wish I had more guidance when I was 18 going to college. So this is specifically for college kids, but I feel like no matter how old you are, you could probably take something away from this video. So I did go to a 4-year university. I went from 2014 to 2020. I'm sorry, 2014 to 2018. That was 10 years ago. That's gross. Anyway, yeah, so I'm 28 now. I went to school when I was 18. And to say that I was a different person is an understatement, okay? And so that leads me off to my first point. And by the way, this video is totally non-scripted. I have a couple things that I want to touch on, but I'm really going off the cuff here, okay? So that means that this is really going to be from the heart. So my first point is, you have no idea who you are yet. And that's okay. That's the way it should be. That is normal. You think you know, and you have a good sense of who you are, sure. But who you are now is not going to be who you are in 4 years, okay? I'm speaking primarily to my freshmen. And my freshman year, again, I'm still very much figuring it out. You're figuring it out even after you get out of college. What I will say, my freshman year of college was when I started my YouTube channel and posted my first video. So, you have no idea where this next chapter of your life is going to take you, okay? So, that's my first point. It is okay if you do not fully know who you are, what you want to do. I went into school a psychology major, mostly because I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. And psychology seemed interesting and fun. And I still think it's interesting, hence my past history of true crime on this channel. But I ended up switching majors my sophomore year, so it is okay if you don't know what you want to do, right? I went in a psych major. Now I direct television for a living. You know, embrace those changes. That is you figuring it out and becoming who you are. I know people that switched majors junior year. May not be as ideal, may not be, time efficient, because you may have to spend a little more time going to school or summer school or whatever, but better to figure that out before you graduate and get a degree in something that you're actually not interested in than graduate with another degree that you're not going to use, and then a couple years after school you decide, I gotta go back to school for something else. Not that there's anything wrong with that either. I'm just saying it might be a little more beneficial to embrace those changes while you're still in school. You know what I mean? So, like I was saying, I did go to a 4-year university. However, for context, because this is important as for the angles that I'm going to come at you with, I did not live on campus. I lived about a 20-minute drive from my campus. So I every day, what I would do is I made friends who did live on campus, so usually every Friday and Saturday night, for the most part, I slept on campus in their dorm, and then I would come home Sunday mornings. So it was kind of like best of both worlds sort of thing, where I was home with my family, I got home cooked meals, I got all the things, free housing, but I still got to live the weekend life on campus. And I'm not gonna say I wish I could go back and do it over, because it brought me to where I am now, and every experience I had in college made me who I am today, and I believe I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, so I'm not gonna say I wish I could do it over. However, if somebody brought me back 10 years from now and said you have to do it again, just for example, I had to do it again, I would do it very differently, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the angle that I'm going to come at you with, and just kind of tell you the things that I wish I knew. I'm like looking at myself, sorry, I got distracted, I looked at myself in the mirror, my makeup looks crusty, it's been on for many hours. Anyway, so the first thing I would say, well, I guess this is the second thing, talk to everyone. I was so shy. I was so shy. I was not good at meeting new people. And I was very introverted. I only, especially my freshman year, I think I had 3 friends my freshman year, which isn't bad. But I wish I had talked to more people. I wish I had made more connections, and it's easier when you're living on campus. So if you're living on campus, all you really need to start in the beginning is one person, because you're going to meet that one person, and then you might meet other people, and your one person might meet other people, and then your new people meet each other, and that's how a friend group kind of forms. One of the ways, anyway. And take comfort in the fact that when you're new to a school and everybody else around you is also new to a school, everybody has the same goal: to make friends and to build relationships and to not feel alone, especially when you're living there. Like, that's your new home for the next 4 years. And I do wish I had stayed on campus to live, because I feel like you develop skills, personal skills, life skills, social skills, like all things, in a way that you don't if you commute. That's just my personal opinion. I still ended up okay, but just my personal opinion. So talk to everybody. A simple, hey, I'm Sam, what's your name? Where are you from? Done. Easy. I'm not saying you have to sit there and have a 30-minute conversation. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Hey, I'm Sam, nice to meet you. Where are you from? What's your name? Next time you bump into them in the hallway or whatever. Hey, so-and-so, how's it going? You don't have to remember their names, which I'm not good at, but make that effort. So, talk to everybody. Join clubs. This is what I wish I did. My school every year had a club fair. I'm talking, it was like at least 50 clubs on one field, each with their little tables set up, and there were clubs for everything, and I think I joined one, and I barely went. That is your way to meet people that are like you, because you pick a club that, I think my phone is falling, you pick a club that you're interested in, and so the people that are also in that club have similar interests. So, and the clubs, there's no right or wrong time. You could do this senior year, you could do this freshman year, it doesn't matter. It's a brand new school year. Reinvent yourself a little bit, don't be afraid to do that. But that is how you, again, make social skills and build your social skills and find your friends that, and I had friends, but you understand what I'm saying? Friends that are really like-minded and have It's very important. It's very important, so get involved. Now, from a commuter standpoint, if you are commuting, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I commuted because I saved $16,000 a year, and I lived 20 minutes away, so it was like a no-brainer. So there's nothing wrong with commuting. Every school should. I know most do, but I don't want to say all do, so most schools should have a commuter lounge or something to that effect, where all the commuter kids can hang out, because sometimes you have 4 hours in between classes, and it's like, what do you do? You don't have a dorm room you can go to. I used to go to the library. I went to the commuter lounge a few times, but I never really fully gave it a chance, and I wish I did. So utilize that. Colleges and universities have so many resources, and you're paying an arm and a leg for your tuition. Use the school for its resources. That's what they're there for. They're there to better you. And I would say try everything at least 2 times, if not 3 times, before you completely say, no, that's not for me. Because you never know. You never know. Just like when you go on a first date, you're like, oh, that was really good, or oh, that was really bad. And then you go on a second date, and it's completely opposite. You never know right away. So try everything 2 times or 3 times before you completely say, no, that's not for me. That would be a big part of my advice to you. So get involved, and when I tell you, fake it till you make it. If you are introverted, if you are shy, social anxiety, I get it. Talking to someone who I was afraid of my own uncle when I was younger, okay, just because I was shy, not afraid of him, but I didn't want to talk to him because I was shy. I only wanted to talk to my mom. Take it from me, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Put a smile on your face, even if it's fake, don't matter. Hi, I'm Sam, what's your name, where are you from? Easy, done. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. I promise. So socially, I would say those are my few tips. Clubs are so important. Like, if you're not an athlete and if you're not on a team, it's a great way to like meet people. So that would be the social thing. I'm trying to think what other, on the social aspect too, I would also say, I noticed this like with some people that I am no longer friends with. When you're making friendships, think about, I want you to ask yourself this question as you hang out with somebody a couple times and whatever. Is your relationship solely based on like going out and social things and drinking and whatever college kids do these days? Is it solely based on that, or is there an actual relationship there? Meaning, if you were to never be able to go to another party again, if you were never able to have another sip of alcohol again, or whatever you're into, if you were never able to do any of that again, would you still hang out with this person? Is there substance there? If you're not going out, does that person say, hey, do you want to grab dinner? Or does that person ask you what's going on in your life? Or when you get a little quiet, do they check on you? Do they say, hey, you seem a little bit different? Those are the relationships that you want. Anything else is very superficial. And honestly, probably when college is over, you're probably not going to talk to them much anyway. So don't even waste your time. Luna just woke up. Hi, Mama. So think about that. Think about the substance, because in college, it's a notorious place for you to just have friends that you go out with on the weekends, which is fine. But is there substance there? Substance is how you make friends that you're gonna have for many, 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 many years to come. Okay? Now, on an academic standpoint, I would say internships are as important as everyone tells you that they are. I would not be working for my studio right now that I direct at, or direct for. I would not work there had I not done an internship there. I did an internship there the summer after my junior year of college. And I got very lucky because that was the one and only internship I ever did. And it led to a job. They might not all lead to a job. That's why doing more internships, more than one, I would say maybe not after your freshman year, although I know some people do, but after your sophomore year, after your junior year, during your senior year maybe. It's really important because one, it lets you do a job for just a few months, and if you don't like it, the beauty is you can just never do it again. Luna wants to come give you our college advice. Okay. I can hold you. So internships are important. And like I was saying, if you don't like it, you never have to do that job ever again. That's the beauty of it. It's like a trial run. It also helps you to make connections with people. It allows you to network. So you tell somebody what you're interested in, and if an opportunity comes up the next summer or the next semester or whatever, they'll like, oh, I remember Sam told me this, I'm gonna reach out to her and tell her. That's what networking is for. And it's very important. Are you kidding? And it's just a good way to build experience. It's experience in the workplace, because the way you act in the workplace is different than you would act in school. So it's gonna teach you workplace etiquette, which is very important. That way when you're done with school, you're already like kind of seasoned. It's also important to do internships because when you graduate, you have those connections. So it's not just connections just for like the summer that you're doing the internship, it's for after school. You can reach back out to those people on LinkedIn or via email or whatever. You say, hey, I'm recently graduated, I'm looking for a job. And because they already know you, it's not like you're just a stranger on the street. You know, people like to hire people that they already kind of know can do the job. Do you know what I mean? Or that they already know are responsible or whatever. So internships are very important. I think on-campus jobs are really cool as well. I never did that because I started YouTube in college, so that was kind of a big part of my income, and then I waitressed as well in the summers. But during the school year, YouTube was pretty much like my income for the most part, which I'm very blessed to be able to say I know that. But my school had a lot of really good job opportunities. So look into those. It's a good way to get money. Some of them offer credit, I think. And it's just something to look into, I think. What else can I say? I wish I had studied abroad. I realize not everybody can do that. One of the biggest reasons I didn't was because of the cost. Very, very expensive. But the friends that I know or that I have that did study abroad for a full semester, they lived in London for 4 months, and they said it was one of the best experiences of their entire life. And they actually came back different. I remember, I think it was sophomore year that they went, I think, and they came back like different, like more mature. And it was really cool to see. So my phone keeps falling. So if you can, I think it's a great thing to study abroad, because when are you ever going to be a student to go live somewhere else in a new place for 4 months and then be able to go back home? You know? So apply for grants, apply for whatever your school allows you to apply for. And if you do go study abroad, still 4 years filled with so many memories that even now, 10 years later, I remember what it's like. I remember the feeling. Those years are so transformative, and you're gonna make so many memories, and, I've made friendships that they're some of the closest people to me, and it just kind of feels like family, and as cliche as it sounds, they are 4 years that you will never get back, so take advantage of them. Relish in the fact that, you're like, oh, this semester's dragging. Change your perspective, because one day when you're out of college, you're gonna be like, wow, I wish I could go back for just a day. So really try to enjoy it as much as you can. And I'm excited for you guys that are going back. Remember that high school and college, it's not all about drinking and being stupid, although everyone around you is going to tell you that that's what you're supposed to be doing. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It's as simple as that. I promise you there are other people around that are also not going to want to do it. And go find your people. That's it. Go find your people. And if you do want to do it, just do it responsibly and be smart about it. Be smart. Please. Be smart. And have fun. Alright, so I think that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Congratulations to all my people going back to school. If you're graduating this coming year, congratulations. I'm so excited. So proud of you. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.